So whenever people are talking about the differences between console and PC, everyone always mentions keyboard and mouse versus controller, or graphical quality, couch versus desk, so on. One topic that doesn't come up as much, but is very different between the two, at least for Warzone and Modern Warfare, is field of view. I've gotten a lot of comments on my stream where people say that my game is way faster than theirs, and it took me a long time to realize that what they were noticing isn't a difference in game speed, but in field of view. Field of view is how many degrees the camera around the camera you can see, and that means how much you can see of what is going on around you. This can be a matter of preference for a lot of people. Some people want as wide of a field of view as possible. Some like it narrower and more like zoomed in. On console though, the field of view is locked. You don't get a choice at all. Changing it isn't even an option. And so because of crossplay with PC, a lot of console players don't realize how different it is for some of the people they're playing against. So what I've done here is compared between my PC and my Xbox One X and PS4 Pro to figure out the field of view on consoles. I don't have a standard Xbox One or PS4 to compare with, but I expect it to be the same on all consoles. I found that the field of view on both the Xbox One X and the PS4 are 80.75, so from here on out I'm only going to show the Xbox for comparison. Now let's change the PC field of view to 120 so we can see the difference. As you can see, this is a huge difference in how much you can see of what is going on around you. A PC player is going to be able to see a peripheral player a lot sooner than a console player. On console though, players are more likely to be sitting a decent distance away from the TV, so it's possible they might not see enemies in the distance if the field of view is wide as this. They might just be too small. There's definitely trade-offs here, so I'm more raising awareness than placing a value judgment on it. Another difference I mentioned is the impact that this has on perceived game speed. To illustrate, I've recorded walking to the wall and back on Xbox and on the PC. Then after that, I sprint to the wall, then come back and look around a bit. Even though it takes the same amount of time to cover the distance on both Xbox and PC, everything just feels much slower on the console because the field of view is so locked in on what is well in front of you rather than showing much more to the sides. Alright, finally I'm just going to use some clips of gameplay, and I'm going to overlay a box of what you'd be able to see on console. Then I'm going to actually zoom in and out between 80.75 and 120 field of view, and you'll notice that the distances appear longer, objects and enemies appear smaller, but also movement seems faster. And I'm just going to leave it at that. If you found the video useful or interesting, please consider subscribing to the channel or catching one of the live streams at twitch.tv/TheDirewolf, and there will be a link in the description.
Uh-oh. I might forget you and forget her too. Said if I was real. Do we want to try making that recon contract?
Set in charge.
I just watched one parachute down over there.
Marked. Let's move.
Okay.